Right, shall we head to Crickhowell? All smiles there today, I dare say. Dean Christy is the Managing Director of the Corn Exchange in Crickhowell and Chair of Clarence Hall. Morning, Dean.
Good morning.
Well,
wonderful news.
Yet again, and not long since I was speaking to people in Crickhowell after being named the best high street in the UK, and here we are then. Apparently it's the best place to live in Wales. Why so?
Well, if I were to go through a whole list of reasons why it's the best place to live in Wales, it would probably require your whole programme. But I've only got a few minutes, so I think really I'll just focus on just a few. It's simply the most beautiful place, really. It's evidenced by so many tourists visiting it, so many people wanting to come and live here. It's surrounded by the Brecon Beacons, Black Mountains. It has a variety of sports and leisure activities, which people are keen to come from all over the world. In fact, just out of interest, I was in the States only last year and bumped into some people, and they asked me where I was from, and I said Crickhowell, and immediately they said, "Oh, I know Crickhowell. Is that where Webb's department store is?" And that's someone from across the Atlantic. So this is how well known Crickhowell is.
Dean, when you were born and bred Crickhowell, you moved there, 15 years ago. So why did you move there back then?
The reason why I moved is because my wife is Welsh, and I moved about 15 or so years ago.
Is she a Crickhowell girl? Is she born in Crickhowell?
She wasn't. No, she's half Welsh and half English.
So tell me about the change over the last 15 years, because all of a sudden everybody's talking about Crickhowell, and that wasn't the case, 5-10 years ago?
Well, first of all, can I just say one of the major reasons why I believe Crickhowell is fantastic. It also has one of the most excellent schools, which attracts population coming to Crickhowell. I think one must not miss that very important point. It's very convenient. It's very near the major roads and rail connections. M4. It's not far from Newport, Cardiff, and Bristol. But really, in answer to your direct question, what makes Crickhowell really that extra special place are the people of Crickhowell. They're the ones who have created the culture, and I have seen that change over the last 10 years, particularly over the last 5. Just to name just quite a few cultural activities that take place: the Literary Festival, the Music Festival, the Art Trail, art galleries, the Green Mount Festival, and more recently the Great British High Street Award, which was won 2018, produced an unbelievable activity. We had a clean-up before the judges came, and over 150 people turned up with their buckets and their shovels.
Yeah, Dean, do you know what I'm told? Because it's that feel in Crickhowell. You get a feel of a town. You can talk all you like about facilities, and you can talk about, and we hear so much about community, but there really is a sense of community in Crickhowell. And it came across when we were talking about the high street there, about it's all local independent shops, and a feeling that local people want to support it and want it to thrive.
Absolutely. About 4 or 5 years ago, there was a threat to that, when a supermarket was about to buy a local pub, Corn Exchange. And the people of Crickhowell actually gathered together, raised over £750,000 to buy the pub and convert it into 3 wonderful shops and 3 fantastic flats. What made it actually are the people. It's just an unbelievable magical attitude in Crickhowell, which I find pretty unique, to be honest with you. In fact, the other thing that's happening now, the further initiative that's just started, is the Clarence Hall, which is an iconic 1890 building, which is in not a very good condition, to put it mildly, which we're now mounting a massive campaign to resurrect it and bring it back into life, to create more activity for events, for children, and for a variety of things that will actually make it even more attractive.
Oh, Dean, it's infectious, and your love for Crickhowell really does come across. And what did you say? It's magical, and it really does come across in how you speak about Crickhowell. So there you have it. Thank you, Dean, for speaking to me this morning. Crickhowell named in the Sunday Times list as the best place to live in Wales.